In today's field test, we've come to downtown Seattle with the Fujifilm X-T10 and street photographer Brad Puet. Over the course of the next few days, we'll be going against the grain of modern convention, printing real, large, actual photos. We'll also learn a bit about Brad's approach to shooting street photography here in his home city.
So we're here today on the streets of Seattle's International District. We got Fujifilm's X-T10, and we're going to be shooting to print. So what should we look for today when we're out and about?
Well, we're just going to go street candid. Oh, can I take a picture of it? I like to make sure that I capture just the everyday happenings. But then if I see a character that I really like, I'll probably go up to that character, talk a little bit, and ask for the portrait.
That's a great necklace.
Oh, thank you.
Can I see the necklace?
Brad Puet is a documentary photographer whose work is focused on the street. As a popular Instagrammer, Brad's photographs are mainly viewed on smartphones, so we figured large-scale prints would be a great way to test both Brad and the camera. At the core of the X-T10 is the same 16-megapixel X-Trans sensor used in its big brother, the X-T1. The DSLR-style X-T10 offers ample control points, customizable buttons, a tilting LCD, and of course, Fujifilm's much-loved film simulation modes. The X-T10 is aimed at customers who don't need quite the weather sealing and build quality as the flagship X-T1, but want the same image quality.
I'm a photographer. I was wondering if I could take your portrait.
Sure.
You're just looking too nice. So where are you from? Mississippi? Where?
Meridian, Mississippi.
Meridian. All right. Y'all mind if I take pictures while y'all are playing?
The X-Trans sensor in this camera is in a way emulating film and the way that film works. And so while it may only be 16 megapixels, printing isn't just about resolution. It's really about the quality of the file, it's about the colors, it's about the sharpness, it's about the glass you're using in front of the camera.
Right.
After some time spent walking around photographing people, we ducked into an alley to get some textures.
What are you drawn to about this wall? What do you like about it?
I like the textures. I like the colors that come out. My understanding, there's a lot of history in this building. It was just recently burned down, so never actually got to see the backside of it. So.
After a morning spent in the International District, we headed towards Pioneer Square.
My name is Annie Havland. I am the host and executive producer of Talk It Up TV. Today, we partnered up with an organization called the Beyond Project. And what the Beyond Project does is they come out in the streets and they cut hair of people in need.
Shocking acts of kindness.
That's what I like to call it.
That's a high five, girl. That's a high five.
Yes.
So you've been shooting a lot of street. Can you tell us a little bit about focusing modes, lenses you prefer?
I use zone focusing, right, in aperture mode. I like to shoot with the 23. I like to shoot with the 56. I tried out the 35. It was cool, but I think I like my 23 and my 56 better.
Gotcha. All right, so now that we've made some pictures today, it's time to do some in-the-field printing.
Let's try it.
So I brought along the Fujifilm Instax SP1 printer.
The Instax printer makes genuine instant film prints. The printer can connect with a smartphone or directly to any of the company's Wi-Fi enabled cameras. Either method allows you to edit the photo first, in camera or on your device.
I was able to print it real
Yeah,
quick.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, Brad, so we got one more shot that we need. What are we up to?
We're over here at Hamilton Park in West Seattle. Our setup on a tripod. We're shooting with the 50 to 140. We have our requirements for printing from Stretch and Staple.
We're also using the Fuji remote app to trip the shutter so that we don't have any vibration when we shoot this landscape.
I think we got a shot.
The next day, we took our photos into Stretch and Staple and sat down with Taylor to make some selects and talk a bit about post.
Well, it looks like a shutter speed here is 2200, so I mean, you're not going to get any sort of motion blur or anything when you're shooting at that speed. And the ISO is still 200, so I mean, there's enough light in the shot to still shoot with a really low ISO. I would feel comfortable printing this up to like 48 by 32. I sort of started the business back in 2008 just as a part-time thing. I just really like the look of canvas. I like that you didn't have to frame it, and so that way it would sort of match with any decor when you're going to go hang it in your home. If you're thinking about having this shot done in print, then do exactly what you did here and step out, and so you got room for the gallery you're at. Well, these are great like textures here.
A week later, we headed back to check out the prints.
Whoa, hey, welcome back.
Yeah,
good to see you too.
Wow, look at these. These came out great. Nice work, Taylor. You and the crew.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well done.
I don't think that people realize that they could take a photo from a smaller like crop sensor camera and be able to print it as big as 48 by 32 or 36 by 24 and have a nice print for their home without having to go out and spend a ton of money.
You can definitely take a sub $1,000 camera and make a gigantic print for your helm. Nice work, man.
So I thought the X-T10 was fantastic, and as you can see with the prints, we were able to go to 48 by 32, no trouble. They're super sharp. I think anybody would be happy to hang print shot with this camera on their wall.
Shooting with Fujifilm's X-T10 offers a simple, rewarding experience in a vintage-styled package. Just like Brad himself, Fujifilm's baby brother to the X-T1 is a smooth operator. Controls are minimal, yet thoughtfully laid out, with double dials for exposure control and plenty of freedom to customize buttons. While higher resolution bodies are available from other manufacturers, it's clear that the X-T10's megapixel count is more than adequate, even when shooting with the intention to print, as we've proven here. With this 16 megapixel sub $1,000 camera, we were able to create perfectly printable wall art for hanging and holiday gifting. For those who favor a back-to-basics shooting experience with the inclusion of some solid features, the X-T10 is quite the budget contender for beginners and pros alike.
Awesome, man.
Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it. Yeah,
Appreciate
absolutely.
it. Good to meet you.
Yeah.
For DPReview, I'm Jordan Stead.